Hi everyone, welcome to my kitchen. In today's Nutri Dabba, I'm going to be showing you how to pack in 2 wholesome snacks into your office dabba and a wholesome lunch as well. The first snack is going to be a Ragi and Oats breakfast bowl, and you'll be surprised how a Ragi porridge can transform itself into a healthy snack. And for the afternoon snack is going to be a chana jor garam, which is really tasty and delicious and high in protein as well because it's roasted. And for lunch is a Sindhi Sai Bhaji, which I'm going to be serving it along with some ghee rice. Today's snacks are going to be focused on no added sugar. A lot of us try to sort of avoid sugar in our diets and see how we can cut it down. And in these snacks, you'll see me making them without any added sugar, making them healthy, easy to make, and without compromising on our health. So let me just dive right in and walk you through packing a delicious dabba. So the first step into making the crunchy breakfast bowl with ragi and oats is to make the ragi and oats porridge. Okay, so into my saucepan, I'm going to add in the oats, then the ragi flour. So I'm going to add in some water, and I'm going to cook the porridge and mix the oats and ragi until it's well dissolved into the water, and then lightly cook it. The moment you start to notice that the porridge is beginning to thicken, then I'm going to add in the milk as well. Okay, so let's just wait until it's combined, and as soon as you notice that it's thickening, we'll go ahead and add the milk. I like to cook it with water and milk so it feels lighter. If you cook it, you can optionally cook it with milk completely, and but it becomes a little more heavy. But as a snack, you want it to be light, wholesome, and at the same time flavorful. So water helps in sort of making it light. Okay, great. I notice that it's becoming lightly thick, and ensure that you keep stirring this so there are no lumps. Yeah, at this stage, I'm going to go ahead and add the milk, and now cook the porridge completely until it becomes a nice thick mixture. So notice that the porridge is becoming thick, and at this stage I'm going to turn off the heat and allow it to cool completely. Okay, once it cools completely, then we can assemble our breakfast bowl. You can, since we're going to be packing into a snack, I want to ensure that I cool it completely, and then so it goes into the dabba with all the dry fruits and nuts. Okay, I'm just going to now turn off the heat, allow it to cool, and I'll show you how to sort of put in the breakfast bowl together. So now that the ragi and oats porridge is cooled, I'm just going to sweeten it with a little bit of honey. Give it a stir. And now that this is done, I'm going to assemble it and show you how to make a nutty and crunchy breakfast bowl. Typically breakfast bowls are, plated in a bowl, but here, because we're going to be packing it for a snack, I'm going to be layering it in a jar. So let me get started. The first thing that I'm going to be using and layering is these Britannia NutriChoice Essentials, the diabetic friendly ragi cookies, which are high in dietary fibre and or also have 0 added sugar, making a perfect snack. So I'm going to break these ragi cookies into the bottom of the jar, and then spoon in my ragi and oatmeal porridge. I'm going to add in some sliced bananas, and then I'm going to sprinkle in the blanched and slivered almonds and some pistachios, just like how you would sort of put it in a breakfast bowl, layer it part by part. I'm just layering it, level by level, and then finally some black raisins. Now, doesn't that look really wholesome and pretty? You can actually make this the previous night and put it in the refrigerator, and then take it for your office the next day and have it like as a mid-morning snack or as an afternoon snack. It's really wholesome and filling, and in fact, if you had skipped your breakfast in the morning in a hurry, this could be like a wholesome breakfast as well. So I'm just going to cover it and then put it in the refrigerator, and then show you how to make the Sindhi Sai Bhaji for lunch. So for the Sindhi Sai Bhaji, I'm going to be cooking it all in a single pot in the pressure cooker. So first, into my preheated pan, I'm going to add in some ghee. Into this, some chopped garlic, chopped ginger, and some chopped onions. I'm going to saute the ginger, garlic, and onions until the onions soften just a bit. And once it softens, we'll start adding all the remaining ingredients and then just simply pressure cook it. So notice that the onions have lightly changed color, and this is just good enough. You don't have to wait for it to get caramelized. So the Sai Bhaji is essentially a dish which has a lot of vegetables, greens and dals all cooked together in a single pot, and it becomes like a wholesome one-pot dish. So I'm just going to show you all the different vegetables and the greens that I'm going to add now. So first is the carrots, which I have diced, and some raw mangoes. Raw mangoes add great taste to the Sai Bhaji, so if it's in season, do add it. Some green beans and some lauki, tomatoes, and I'm going to add in all the bhaji, which is the greens, the methi leaves that I've chopped, some dill leaves, and I have some spinach leaves here. So we'll just give this a stir before adding the dal and the other spices. Okay, so it just goes down just a bit, the leaves go down just a bit before we can add the remaining ingredients. Great. Doesn't this look colorful already? Fantastic. So the next is the green moong dal, which I've soaked and kept. You can also add sprouted dals if you want. So I'm just going to go ahead and add the green moong dal. And I have some chana dal again, which I've soaked and kept. And finally, all the remaining spices, from the dhania powder, the red chili powder, and the turmeric powder. And finally, salt to taste. I'm going to add in the water, and we'll pressure cook this sai bhaji for about 5 to 6 whistles for about 20 minutes until the entire sai bhaji gets cooked. And after that, it's all you have to do is wait for the pressure to release completely before you can open the pressure cooker, and our dish will be done. So I'm ready to open the pressure cooker after 4 to 5 whistles, about 20 minutes of cooking, and the pressure released completely. The sai bhaji looks cooked perfectly. The dal is like popping out, the moong dal, and I'm just going to give it a stir. Looks just perfect. And at this stage, if you want, you can add, check the salt and spices, check if you want to add any more additional salt. If you want to make it more gravyish, then you can add a little more water, but I think this looks perfect to serve along with some ghee rice. Okay, so I'm ready to pack my dabba right now. So all the elements for packing our Nutri Dabba are ready, from the sai bhaji to the crunchy ragi and oats breakfast bowl for your morning snack, and the chana jor garam for the evening snack. It's really wholesome and high protein, nutrition rich, and healthy without compromising on taste. So these dabbas are really healthy, so do give these dabbas a try. When you do, don't forget to take a snapshot, share it with us. We'd love to hear from you. So until then, until next time, happy cooking and healthy eating.